What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome to Chill with Pete, the coffee break catch-up series where I update you with things that's been going on lately in my life and hobby and whatever else. So, in my life, yeah, I've had a friend of mine come up to stay for the weekend. He's come back now, but it's the first time he's been here. He used to come down to see me because he used to come down to Plymouth from Liverpool to see family, etc. On a quite a regular basis. So, but one thing he said, because we kind of broke the room in last night with talking. You know, we've had to do loads of things. You know, came to Seaton, so I had to show him a couple of sites and places. You know, so okay, so we did that. But last night, so we sat in here, and you know, he said, Pete, this feels exactly like your old room at the other studio I had. So that is good. In fact, it hasn't lost any sort of the essence of hobby awesome, yeah, you know, about it. So that's a really good thing. I'm really chuffed with that. That wasn't something I was looking for. Just when he said, "Oh yeah, it feels exactly the same as your old." He's looking around thinking, "I think it's actually better," you know, the shape and that. But yeah, thank you. That's good. That's good. So we did all sorts. I showed him beautiful places, gardens down the seafront. Yeah, we had ice creams. We went for a meal. My goodness, we went for a tram ride. My friend and I. We went for a tram ride to Collerton and then stopped off at Collie Ford on the way back. We had a drink there, non-alcoholic. What we did, we had a drink there, and then we came back. You know, it was practically a whole day of just doing stuff. Oh, we came back then when we went for like a light lunch in a cafe, which was pretty cool. And then later in the evening, we had fish and chips. So pretty awesome. You know, I think things were. The only thing is, of course. And I'm okay with it. It means I haven't had the chance to do any more of my Zombicide stuff, but that's fine. You know, I'll pick that up. I might get some done tonight. You know how it is. I might get that done. I've got my coffee here, which I'm going to try taking a sip now. Still a little bit warm, but that's okay. I've got a fan on me right now, and that's for the heat. It is hot. It's very hot. It's humid here today. It's not normally this humid here, I have to say, but it is today, so you know, what's that about? That's okay. I picked up Leviathan box set yesterday. Oh yes. I am going to be doing an unboxing of that in another video, so yeah, please watch out for that. I might do it on the kitchen table. Got a nice little freebie with it, so I don't have no clue what it is because I pre-ordered it. So I'll have a look at that later. That's good. My friend wanted me to open it right away. So how can you not? I'd be right into it. I was like, yeah, I'll just save it for the right time. You know, the right moments. That's good. You know, they ordered it for me in my local gaming store, hobby shop, whatever you call it. I'm going to be doing a shout out for it in the future. I don't know when. I don't know. Time is against me with all this stuff, but I will be doing it. But I'll be doing the unboxing for sure. Then it'll probably just sit on my shelf for a long time because I've got loads of stuff to do in the meantime. You see, so yeah, it's going to sit on my shelf. Oh, excuse me. Oh. New Tyranid models. I'm excited for that. That's good. I've got a couple of expansions for Zombicide, which I'm excited for too. I've got the Washington DC one or ZC and Fort Hendricks. I haven't unwrapped those yet, so more stuff to unbox. Excellent, good stuff. My friend couldn't believe all the stuff behind me that's, you know, still boxed, wrapped, whatever else. So yeah, it's my retirement shelf for when I retire, and you know, it's not literal. It's just a rainy day for a rainy day. I have no clue what faction I will do my Space Marines in. I don't know. Will I do them as Ultramarines? I don't know. Maybe not. I'll do them as Dark Angels. I don't know. Maybe not. Blood Angels. I haven't got any Primaris for Blood Angels. I've got many for Dark Angels, but I don't think I've got any for the Blood Angels. I'm not 100% sure about that, but yeah, that would be a thing. I don't know how I want to paint my Space Marines in this box set. In terms of I don't know what painting technique I want to employ. I've seen so much stuff disseminated down through the internet about different contrast paintings, speed paint, the whole slap chop method, which I'm kind of employing on my zombies right now. But it's just the way it is. Or go a more traditional route. I think I'm gonna have to go with the one that provides me most joy, aren't I? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, time for some more coffee. Mrs. Minnie Warzone's gone down to Plymouth because she's on site tomorrow. Yeah, her job. Obviously, she's not looking forward to it, and hot weather and all that. She's not looking forward to the hot night ahead. She's hoping she'll get some sleep. I hope she gets some sleep. Hoping I'll get some sleep actually. These last 2 days I've walked more than I normally do because I have my friend here. We were walking around. I was showing him stuff. So I showed him places. I introduced him to a couple of people, and took him into my hobby shop, which he was quite impressed with. I think overall he was quite impressed with Seaton. He said it's a lovely place. You can't not like it, really. That's at least now you can picture where I am. You can picture it. That's good. So yeah, next weekend we've got to ourselves, which is, we love having people around and over and open. It's lovely to have time to yourself. Just the two of us. Yeah, just my wife and I next weekend. That's going to be glorious. What else? Seagulls have been loud of late. Yeah, the younglings are really finding their voice around here, now. So that's fun. There was a bit of a party going on over the road last night, Saturday night. People, it sounded like they was enjoying themselves, having a good time anyway, so that's cool. What else? What else can I tell you? Mrs. Minnie Warzone is hoping to come back early tomorrow. Hoping to get away early and just head on back. She's going to be doing extra time tonight to kind of make up for things. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. Oh, and so we've got next weekend to ourselves. Beautiful. Weekend after, I've got my brother-in-law coming up to stay for the weekend, and our daughter's staying for the weekend as well. So full on weekend. Full on weekend. The weekend after next, eh? So yeah. But my goodness, we're having an interesting conversation about some studies my friend has read about where people tend to get ill after they, later in life, and they go downhill. And there's some guy that's done a lot of research on it, and his research points to mostly when people retire within like 12 months, they start getting ill, poorly, and go downhill. And that's primarily, I think, because they don't have a decent hobby or anything to occupy them. I, on the other hand, have more than enough things I want to do. And so what I don't have is time to do it. So if I was retired, that wouldn't be an issue because I'd have so many things to do and I still wouldn't be able to get it all done. So, I serve that one back to you, sir. I could quite happily cope with it. What was... I might be able to get some more regular gaming on the go if I was, retired. That'd be awesome. Yawn. Sorry about that. Ooh, what time have we got here? It is 10 minutes. That's not bad. I'm going to have some more coffee. Don't know how long I'm going to go on this one. It was nice to be able to pick up my Leviathan box set, I'll tell you that. It was just a nice feeling going into the store, picking it up. Beautiful, And they handed it over. I just paid for it, and off we went. I think my friend was a bit impressed with that. He's like, "Wow, look at that! You know, look at the awesome shop you've got here. It's awesome down the road as well. You know, 2 minutes down the road. I kid you not. I say free to be comfortable, but I get there in free. I'll get there in 3 minutes, no problem. Yeah, if you ran, you probably get there in one, but yeah, I'll say 3 minutes to my shop. He's convinced I bought my house here on the premise that it was just so close to the gaming shop. I said no, that's just like a luxury bonus. That is, that's good. I think he's not convinced. But yeah, so it was an interesting weekend, all in all. I've been sitting. I mean, because so this weekend my friend came. Like last weekend, I had another school friend here. He wasn't staying over, but he was visiting. You know, passing through. Everyone wants to come see me in Seaton. It seems that's cool. That's good. It's a great place. So I'm hoping one of Mrs. Mini Warzone's old ex-bosses comes up, because he's a very interesting guy, civil engineer and geologist, and that he's very, very intelligent. And I'd like to have a conversation with him about the Jurassic Coast, the Seaton coastline there, the cliffside, and all that good stuff. That would be good. I would like that a lot. Can you hear the seagulls? I don't know if you can condense the mic, but coffee. Once you start drinking coffee, it goes cool a lot quicker, doesn't it? I've promised my wife I'm not going to go up into the loft on my own without her here to supervise, help, in case I have an accident or whatever. And that's fine. I promised her, no, I will not go into that loft. But that said, I've got things I desperately want to get up into the loft, and I may even have thought of an idea of freeing up one of my really useful boxes to put the stuff in the loft, when it goes up there. So that'd be good. Yeah, I've got another compressor which I need to get out onto the shelf, and that's just going to be great, so all good in the hood here, as it were. My friend was interested in some of my boxed board games. First one he was wanting to see was Castle Ravenloft, so we dug that out, and he kind of rearranged it for him, because it's still a bit messy inside from the move. Everything gets messed around. He's a bit OCD. The boxes have to be like in order, and I showed him Lost Patrol. It's all there. I don't want to cut the models off the sprue and paint it. I want to get another set of it and do it with that, and keep one just for the collectible. Looked at some of my old role-playing games and how complex some of them were. Particularly the old Doctor Who role-playing game, and the one of my Lord of the Rings old role-playing games. They were pretty in depth. So yes, and he was looking around at my stuff here. I've got loads of nerd stuff here. And he's just looking at it thinking, wow. He's just saying, oh, the black hole, yeah, I remember that. I was like, classic movie. The last good movie Disney ever did, in my opinion. And my Funko Pop heads, he liked that too. And he obviously saw my tram models and a couple of books I've got there. He's like, oh, I remember those, from childhood and so forth. So all in all, it was an interesting time. Interesting for him, I guess, and for me to talk about them, because that's the process of talking about these memories is what helps you find new memories, or at least that's what I'm finding these days. My cat sat on the landing there, just chilling out. It's like he's a really chilled dude. He's called Lucian. If you don't know, he's a white tomcat called Lucian, and he knows I'm talking about him because his ears twitch when I say his name. So I won't tease him anymore. But he definitely knows I'm talking about him. I mean, you could be he'll walk towards the back door, and I'll say his name, and he'll stop. He'll turn. He'll look at me like, "What? I'm just about to go out. I'm busy." It's nuts. It really is. I got the fan on. I said that because it's warm. Very warm today. I intend to do a on the bench. No, on the beach. On the beach with Pete. It is on the beach now because we got to the 400. So I'm good for a while. Next milestone would be 500 episodes, but you know, it's a long way off, isn't it? It's a long way off. I think ideally I'd need to do a micro milestone, make it, or a mini milestone, make it 550, you know, and then, no, sorry, 450, and then 500, because, yeah, otherwise, you feel like you've started something you're never going to finish. But 400, I'm sitting comfortably on 400 on the bench episodes in my back catalogue now, so if you want to go and check any of those out, please do. Please do. It's interesting to see how the format changes over the years as well, you know. But please do check that out. It evolved into what it is, which is a paint-along series. So I need that, particularly for Zombicide, particularly for that game, because a lot of miniatures to paint. I've come to the decision, I think, with Zombicide, the runners, not to cut the little bits that stick up to their legs, the ones that are running, like mid-run, because I feel it will weaken them. That's what I think. So I'll try and hide it with like rubble or something, tufted grass, whatever. I don't know yet. I'll think of something. But that's what I'm thinking, because if I cut the little knobbly bits off, it'll weaken the model over, and I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So yeah, so I've got to put some Dawn Stone onto the runners, and what are the other ones called? Not fatties anymore. What are they? You know, the fatty replacements. Berserkers, is it? Is it Berserker? I don't remember. But yeah, anyway, those. So I've got to get that done, and I've got to do more work on the survivors. So I've got a few survivors done now, but not the base. I could really. I'm deciding I'm not going to do the bases until I've done enough of them, and I can do the basing all together. Just the reason for that is I could do one or two bases on them at a time. But what if I do something which I forget later on, and I can't keep up the continuity of what it looks like on the base? Then it'd be slightly different. So I'd like them all to have the same feel. Yeah, I know, I'm a lazy baser anyway, and I am by nature. I just put some Astro Granite down or whatever and paint over that. But in case I was doing something else, just in case. So I'll wait until they're all done, or at least the first group of survivors are done. That's when I'm going to do the bases. But of course, a model never looks fully complete until the base is done, in my opinion. So that's my opinion. But there we are. Anyway, I'll just have one more sip of coffee, and then we'll call it a day for this video, because 20 minutes soon melts up, doesn't it? Well, thank you ever so much for joining me on Chill with Pete. It is chilled. It is chilled here. I feel chill. I feel totally relaxed. I mean, I'm knackered from the previous 2 days. I am knackered, don't get me wrong, but I'm so relaxed. It's untrue now. And if I model, do my hobby, it'll take my mind off the fact that, you know, I'm missing my lovely wife, who sometimes watches these videos, you know, and I'm hoping she'll watch this one. So there you go. Missing you. I'll see you tomorrow, and thank you for watching, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I will see you on another video. Bye for now. Bye bye.